Have you ever been feeling stuck as though you can't seem to grasp a concept, especially when it comes to SQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle SQL, just the SQL language, structured query language? If you are feeling that way, if you have ever felt that way, I'm here to help you out. Today we're going to be learning how to use joins, aggregate functions, order by, group by, and then some. Let's hop into it. We have no time to waste.
Uh, just rock, just lean.
Alright, and we're back. Check a mic 1 2. Checking mic 1 2. Okay, here we go. So we have a couple of examples. This is the DVD rental database. It includes all of these tables here, and we'll go through them later on. But let's start with this question here. Question 14: show all categories that contain more than 60 films. So it's asking us to include the outputs of category name plus, in addition to that, the number of film IDs attached to each category. So let's start with the select. Hit it with select, baby. All right, now we're getting the category name. So we're going to use joins because this table here does not have the film ID, which would give us the output of how many films are attached to each category name. So we're going to use join here. So let's see. First is the alias of category. When an alias it as C, I'm going to assign C as the alias of category. So boom, we're going to need name because we need to know the name to answer this question. If it's like a comedic category, if it's a horror category, romance, whatnot. Next, we're going to get the film ID. Now, being that film ID is not in this table, the category table, we're going to look for which table it's going to be in, and it should be in this table here, film category. So we're going to alias it as FC, short for film category, of course. Going to give that, we're going to add film ID to that. Boom. Now we want to add, or we want to count how many films are in each category, and the best way to do that is to use the aggregate count. So we're going to count the number of films because film ID is going to show us the number of films. Boom. I'm going to put count before we put the alias and the column name. I'm going to assign this column as let's see, let's say number of films. That space there. Now we are coming from the let's see, coming from the categories table. So we're gonna drag this table here, assign it to the same alias, which is C. Joining the film category, we're gonna drag the film category table onto the equation and give the alias FC. Now, this is where the join comes into play. We're gonna select on. Put on right there. And we're gonna be attaching category column category ID right there. So make sure you put the alias C for a category. And then we're gonna attach that onto film category FC category ID. And because we're doing this because this table here, film category, has film ID attached to it. So once we create that relationship, it's going to show in the output the film ID, like how many films are in each attached to each category. So boom. Now we're going to do the group by. Grouping that by the name, C category name, to show how many films are attached to each category. So we're going to group it by the name of each category name. And let's see what we get from just doing that part. Let's see. Boom. We got family. Family has 49 films in that category. Games has 20 that's 61 films in that category. Now, to make it more visibly appealing, make it more organized, we're gonna hit the order by, and then we're gonna order this by. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna take that. You can also just say number of films here as well, but I'm just gonna make it like this. Order by the count, film ID, descending from most to least. So descending. Let's make that look a little bit better than what it is now. Boom. The most is sports, 74. The least is music, which is 51. And silly me, I almost forgot. It says here, more than 60 films. Now, someone might want to assume that it's referring to using the where. We're not going to be using the where, though. We're going to be using having. There's no need for where here because we're using count. So let's see. We're going to hit into here, create a space right there because group goes before having. Just remember that is always group before having. So we're going to hit having here. Having's going to assign us, going to give us how many films it is that's more than 60. So we're going to do like this, having count, boom, count, and hit it with the greater than 60. Still maintaining the order by to make sure that we always want to organize from most to least. And let's see what that gives us. There we go. It got rid of anything that's below 60. There we go. And there you are. And I'm back. And that's how you do it. If you have any more questions, any concerns, any opinions, let me know. And we're going to get to the next question on the next episode. Thank you. Peace and blessings. And possibly Pan-Africanism. Shout out Dr. Umar. Next.